We come from a world where we prosper together but hurt alone. A world where we're only teenagers but they want us to act grown. A world where someone would rather take their own life because there's no one by their side to tell them things will be alright. We live in a world where most people's trust is abused, and not just guys but girls too think it's okay to just use each other. I met a guy once who had the greatest sense of humor. Come to find out, his life behind it all was like a sore tumor. He wasn't really sick, he was just hurting by himself. I knew how he really felt, but nobody else. He made all the jokes and he filled the room with laughter, but nobody knew that he went home and cried after. Nobody knew that he thought about killing himself, because death in another world to him would be better than this hell. People don't understand that the words that we say can cause pain, and all because we see sunshine on their faces doesn't mean that their heart doesn't hold rain. We need to stop thinking about ourselves but take responsibility for our actions. We need less followers in the world and a lot more captains. Because I met a girl once who always had a smile on her face. To the world she was happy, but inside she felt misplaced. She did well in school at first and she had lots of friends, but none of them knew that she wanted her life to end. Her grades began to drop and she was constantly losing sleep, but the life that she was living there was no reason to keep. At least that's what she thought, because nobody taught her otherwise. Her family situation up and down, but you never saw tears in her eyes. Every night she thought of a new way to do it, but somehow through it all, she came through it. She found people in her life that could help her open up. They told her that they would love her no matter what. She made changes and took risks and made some sacrifices too, but now she's living a happy life. Somehow she made it through. Well, here's the plot twist to it all. That girl I mentioned, that was me. I knew for far too long in my life what it felt like to be unhappy, and even when I was hurting, I still smiled at the people around me, because the only thing I wanted was for something other than pain to surround me. So believe me when I say that things need to change. Be there for your friends through the sunshine and through the rain. Reassure someone that their life is worth living, given to others, even if there's not much to be giving. And the guy that I mentioned, you know who you are. It's time you stop hurting and start following your heart. Don't try to fit in, just be yourself. Because the world needs you, not you trying to be someone else. Because you are what matters, not your funny guy facade. Remember, not all the problems are yours. You are not God. It's okay to need help and it's okay to open up. It's hard being alone and going through this stuff. I understand. And I'll be there for you when you're ready to take that step. I'll always be here for you now. Just don't forget.